Welcome back to Berks One-on-One. Today's episode is going to be on the Opportunity House's Super Bowl event, which took place on Monday, February 2nd, 2026. I got a chance to speak with several of the organizers of this yearly charity event.
My name is Alyssa Bushke, and I am the newly appointed CEO of Opportunity House. I began with the organization about 3 years ago as the organization's first chief operating officer, and our CEO, Modesto Fiumi at the time, had made the decision after 31 years of service to retire, and the board elected me to take on the organization. Tonight we're having our 24th annual Super Bowl, and this is a really fun event, really for anyone and everyone. Basically, it's over 20 local restaurants that are right here in Berks County, and they whip up a batch of their best soup, and they come ready to compete against all the other restaurants that are here tonight. So the folks who buy tickets for this event, not only do they get to try all of the soups, but they also get to pick out a piece of handmade pottery that is generously donated from the Goggle Works, from local potters, from some of the local school districts and other organizations who donate all of these great pieces to the event. So Opportunity House's mission is to empower individuals to improve their lives, and we do that through a lot of different programs and services. We started out about 41 years ago as an emergency shelter for just men at the time. And that was after, unfortunately, a man froze to death on the streets of Reading. And obviously that really shook the community. And there was a band of churches initially that got together and said, we can't let this happen again. And so that's how what was then the Reading Berks Emergency Shelter was born and later became Opportunity House. So over time, we've evolved drastically from this teeny tiny shelter to a multi-service organization that not only has 2 shelter locations now, one in Reading and one in Pottstown, but we also have a portfolio of over 100 units of affordable supportive housing across the city of Reading, as well as 2 learning centers, both located in the city of Reading, that really provide a strong foundation for kids as they get ready to enter the public school system. On top of that, we have 2 food pantries, one on our main campus on 2nd Street, and also one at our 13-unit apartment building on Schuylkill Avenue called Beacon House. And last but certainly not least, we're also in the business of reuse and recycle. And so about 11 years ago, we opened up our first retail thrift store. And the goal in that was not only to provide affordable housewares and shoes and clothing and other items to the community, but also to generate revenue for our programs like the shelter and the learning center.
My name is Chris Batista. I'm the Development Specialist and Volunteer Coordinator at Opportunity House. So I support our Director of Development in all of our fundraising efforts that support the mission of Opportunity House, whether it be special events, micro fundraisers, monthly giving, and I also coordinate the volunteers for the entirety of Opportunity House. So that includes Op Shop, our pantries, our shelter kitchen, and even more volunteer opportunities. For the past 41, going on 42 years, Opportunity House has empowered individuals to improve their lives by providing essential services like 24-hour emergency shelter, permanent supportive housing for individuals in our community, high quality and affordable child care to the Berks County areas.
My name is Frank Grill. I'm the Director of Food and Shelter Services at Opportunity House, and I'm here tonight just participating in this great fundraising event. I actually started January 30th, 2023. So just celebrated my 3-year anniversary. Funny thing is, the day that I started in 2023 was actually the day of the Super Bowl. So this is my 3rd running Super Bowl, actually 4th running Super Bowl now that I've been a part of, so this is great. As the Food and Shelter Director, I oversee the food service. I also oversee the shelter. So the clients, the community that we have there, as well as all of the staff that are a part of that community. So that means our shelter staff, programming, case management, and of course the kitchen manager floor. But our calling card has always been shelter, getting people out from the streets and bringing them in for shelter. Since then, though, as I mentioned, we've got into the thrift store business, which actually supports the services that we do for the shelter. We also do child care and learning center stuff with young kids from infants all the way up to 12 years old or all the way through 12 years old. And in addition to that, we've got a portfolio of housing. So we're trying to look at the continuum of homelessness, and we're trying to address every area along the way. We know that education actually helps get better jobs, so that would help someone from becoming homeless. That's part of the learning center that we have. We have the shelter. When people need that, we bring them in. We actually give them basic life skills through our programming. And then the last step would be getting them into permanent housing and affordable permanent housing, which is really, really tough these days.
My name is Stacy Perlacki. I'm the Director of Development Opportunity House, so I oversee the special events, the fundraising, and volunteer program. Tonight's event is the 24th annual Super Bowl event, so we have local restaurants, all you can eat, unlimited food tasting. We have bowls made by professional potters, high school, community potters, amateurs. So you come in, you purchase your ticket, you get a bowl. Every bowl is unique, so you pick the one that speaks to you. And then you come in and you have a preview party from 4:30 to 5:30, and then 5:30 to 7:30 is a general admission party where you just network and celebrate all the wonderful things that's going on at Opportunity House. And you vote for your favorite soup, and at the end of the night we have awards. We award student bowls, and we have People's Choice Award, and then the winner from last year picks it's called the Chef's Choice Award. He picks his favorite soup from this year. And all the proceeds, 100% of the net proceeds go to the mission of Opportunity House. Luckily for us, our event is very stable. It's a really one of our 3 favorite days of the year. We have a high retention rate, about 90% retention rate. So we reach out to all the ones from last year, and we reach out to the new ones. So majority of the restaurants that support us are family-owned restaurants. So that's one of the reasons why it's on a Monday night. It's very family-friendly, and we have it on a Monday before the Super Bowl, the NFL Super Bowl, and then we have it called the Super Bowl, so it kind of serves 2 purposes.
So I would like to invite a few more people onto the stage to join Holly. Alyssa Bushke, Chris Batista, Stacy Polacki, and Dory Borenstein.
So before we wrap up tonight, we have one special moment that we want to share, and we're going to celebrate someone who has left an incredible mark on Opportunity House, and that is Holly Wolf, who is just up here announcing the 50-50. So for those of you who don't know Holly, she has been part of the Opportunity House family for many years, and her journey is pretty amazing. She started out at Opportunity House overseeing our SSBF program, supporting veterans and their families, and from there she went on to become our Director of Marketing. So in that role, Holly has really helped shape how our story is told in the community, how our mission is shared, and how our community understands the impact of our work. And really what people know and love about Opportunity House exists today because of Holly's creativity, dedication, and heart. So as many of you may have heard, Holly will be retiring from Opportunity House this March, and while we're really excited about her next chapter, we also know that Opportunity House just won't be the same without her. So we also know that retirement for Holly means more time for 2 of her greatest loves, and that is traveling the world and continuing her lifelong plan to marry Rod Stewart. So, Holly, we thank you for your years of service, your passion for this mission, and for the countless ways that you have made Opportunity House stronger. We're so grateful for everything you've done for this organization, and we wish you nothing but incredible adventures, unforgettable trips, and of course, best of luck with Rod.
I want to take time to thank the people who made tonight happen, and that's our incredible volunteers and our committee members. Give them a round of applause. If you had fun tonight, think of volunteer. If you didn't, still think of volunteer because they were working while you were eating.
We couldn't do it without the volunteers. The volunteers do everything from setup to tear down to restocking to selling the 50-50, selling the extra bowls at the end of the night, packing up the soup, unloading everything. It's amazing. We have about 70 volunteers that help us with that. Plus we have a committee who meets monthly all year round to make sure everything is running smoothly and perfectly. You could do anything in Opportunity House. We serve 3 meals a day, 365 days a year, all year round. So volunteer groups prepare and serve meals. We can work on the Super Bowl committee, which is awesome and amazing. We have a one women's shoes committee, we have a golf committee, and we have 2 learning centers, so you can volunteer at the learning center. You can do anything. Just reach out to me, we'll find something for you to do.
Whether you like to cook, and this is the perfect event to get involved in that, we do have a full service kitchen with a kitchen manager. We serve 3 meals a day, 365 days a year, with no breaks. So one of the most popular volunteer opportunities is to come in and provide and serve a meal to our clients, and you can prepare that right in our kitchen or off-site, and you can bring it in and serve it, right when you get there. I would say that's probably our most popular opportunity, but we also have something for everyone. If you like kids, you can certainly get involved in our learning center. We have so many volunteers who come in and spend time with our kids, whether it's reading or doing enrichment activities with them, or just being a good role model with homework help. We have a community garden on our main campus, so if that's something that you're interested in, you could certainly come garden with our clients or teach them a thing or two about being in the garden. The list goes on and on. If you want to serve on a special event committee like this event that's happening tonight, we have 3 signature events that you could get involved in. And really, again, there's something for everyone at Opportunity House. So if you have a niche for something or a passion about something, our clients always love to learn new things, and we'd be happy to welcome you in to spend some time with them.
Best way to do that would be to go on the website, www.ophouse.org, or they could call or email Stacy Perlacki or Chris Batista. They both are wonderful folks that plug in our volunteers. They give them a great idea of what we have available, and even if they have ideas that we don't have currently filled yet, we're always open to ideas. If somebody has a gift, a talent, something they want to share, they can certainly come and we can talk about those things, and then we can set them up. We've got a learning center, we've got the shelter, we've got housing, we've got a thrift store, and we've got a warehouse. So anything that anyone could think of doing, we have an opportunity for volunteers.
I would love to talk to you if you're interested in volunteering. You can reach me at 484-890-2159. That's my work cell, so you can call or text. I also take email at kbatista@opphouse.org. I love working for Opportunity House. I'm actually coming up next month on my 2-year anniversary, so I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. I was born and raised in Berks County, so I love being able to make an impact in the city that raised me, and it's a very fulfilling job, to say the least. Every job has its ups and downs, stresses, but at least at Opportunity House I have good stress, and I know I'm helping other people. So yes, I love what I do. If you guys didn't already know, Opportunity House's emergency shelter kitchen serves 3 meals a day, 365 days a year, and that amounts to 1,095 meals every year. 528 of which were provided by dedicated volunteer groups in the past calendar year. 162 volunteer groups gave their time, effort, and money to support the mission of Opportunity House, and we absolutely could not do it without you. Just last year, volunteer-provided meals allowed us to save close to $158,000 that we can reinvest towards supporting our mission of providing emergency shelter, permanent supportive housing, and high-quality childcare. So, if you'd like to help us keep this momentum going, round up your friends, family, your job, your church group, round up everybody sitting at your table today, and contact me at the contact information provided in your event program to learn more about how you can provide a meal for Opportunity House, because anybody can do it and everybody can make a difference. Thank you.
Through Code Blue, Opportunity House opens its doors, lowers its barriers, extends its hours, and mobilizes additional resources to protect lives when the weather becomes dangerous. It is immediate, it is urgent, and it saves lives. Tonight, we're going to have a cash call that's dedicated to entirely supporting our Code Blue initiative. Every donation made tonight at this moment goes directly towards ensuring that people in our community are not left out in life-threatening able to give tonight, there are several ways to do so. You will see table tents on all of the seated tables and the high top tables. Each of those have a QR code. You can easily scan that to make a donation tonight. And also, if you signed up for text messages, if you haven't gotten a text already, you will here in a minute. You should have received a text with a link that you can also click to make a very fast donation as well. And for those of you who are in the room tonight who prefer to give cash, we do have volunteers that are walking around the room right now with red buckets. Guys and gals, if you can hold those up in the air, they are walking around to collect those code blue donations. But I just want to say, every gift, no matter what amount, tonight will help provide warmth, safety, and dignity when it matters most. If you stuck some cash in one of our buckets or donated online, we sincerely thank you, and on behalf of all of our clients, we thank you as well. And for everyone here in the room tonight, I just want to say thank you again for being here tonight. Just you being here, paying for a ticket, participating in 50/50 silent auction, however else you supported the organization tonight, thank you. Thank you for being here, for caring about our neighbors, and for standing with Opportunity House as we work to protect lives in our community. I always like to say everybody is one crisis away from becoming homeless, and that's what we see. I think a lot of people who aren't familiar with the situation and the way that things are, not only in Berks County, but across the nation right now. But it's not just people who are addicted to drugs and people who are mentally ill. We see people who have all different stories. We just took in a woman through our Code Blue program. Her sister actually stole her car and she lost her transportation to get back and forth to work. So unfortunately she lost her job, and that whole situation just ended up snowballing. Lost the car, lost the job, ended up losing the apartment, ended up losing her kids, and then she found her way to Opportunity House. So we hear stories like that all the time. It's really fascinating to hear where some of our folks are coming from. I just want to say that Opportunity House is a place for everyone. We are the lowest barrier shelter in the city of Reading, and that's intentional because our mission is to empower everyone to improve their lives.
You should come down and see. We give tours every day. You can come down and get a tour anytime. Seeing it and experience it is a lot different than what you think it is. Like, I didn't realize what I was even interviewing for until I saw everything that was going on there. We serve children from 0 to 13 years old. We work with homeless people. We have a thrift store. We do warehouse. We pick up your donations from your house. We do everything. So come on down and see it, and yeah, we'll put you somewhere.
The organization is wonderful. As I said, I just celebrated my 3-year anniversary, and I had worked for another nonprofit for 10 and a half years before that, and I can just tell you that far and away, Opportunity House is a great opportunity. It's a great opportunity for employees, but even better opportunity for the folks that come here to turn their lives around. I always say this to every single shelter client that comes in the door. I say, we give you the toolbox to build a great foundation, right, Opportunity House? But you have to be the one to take out the tools. I don't know if you need a screwdriver today, a drill, a saw, whatever that might be. We give you the toolbox to rebuild your life and build a solid foundation so that then you can move on to better things.
Yeah, so I always love to talk about how there's so many different ways to support Opportunity House, whether it be with your time, your money. Even if you just share our posts on social media, it extends our network of supporters that we are reaching in the Berks County area, in the Montgomery County area, and beyond. So if you ever have any questions about Opportunity House, you want to know what we're about, you want to know how to support us, reach out to me, Chris Batista, or find us on the internet at opphouse.org. We're also on social media, on Facebook as Opportunity House, Instagram as Opportunity House. So yeah, we'd love to talk.
Yeah, you can make a donation anytime at www.ophouse.org. Really quick and easy to donate, and we actually, within the past year, just opened up a monthly giving program where you can donate as little as $10 a month or whatever amount you feel comfortable with, and that comes right out of your bank account every month, just like your Netflix subscription.
Thank you guys for watching. For more information on how to support Opportunity House, be sure to check out the links in the description below. Also be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram to catch more updates on what I'm doing in Berks County. Until next time, this is Berks 101 signing off.